when we're making a mold, the number one most important thing to do is to, number one, unload your rifle.
Yeah.
All right, you're gonna check the chamber, make sure there's no way to shoot yourself. We don't want that happening. Number two, the easiest way to do this is to break your gun apart. If it does that, if you're using on an AR-15 platform, drop the pins, and then you're gonna turn this rifle over, and you're gonna hold right here. And you take your Allen key, and you're going to remove the screw that is in your lower AR platform. All right, so after you unscrew that screw, you're gonna be careful taking this out on the AR platform because there's a spring right in here that will fall out and fall onto the ground. You'll never find it. So very slowly, you'll take it out, and it likes to spring out, so like this one did. And then we'll set this aside, make sure, you want to take that, make sure it doesn't go anywhere.
Yep.
And then after this, we're going to bring this over here. And you're gonna grab your case there. And just
And undo
3
them.
rotations, yep. It's gonna be more than that. There. And you wanna put the platform on before you take this off. It's just magnetized, it'll just pop right on. And then you can unscrew it just how he is doing.
Now, do you want these all the way out?
Not all the way.
Okay.
You're just gonna unscrew it just a little bit.
Okay.
And that should be good right there. And then very slowly, you're gonna rock them back and forth until one comes off. And then you can grab hold of this and then pull the other one off. Very good. And now that your mold is inside here, this is the inner case. It keeps the clay sealed so it doesn't dry during transit or storage. And you're just gonna do the same thing. You're gonna rock them back and forth. Now this inner shell right here, you will not be using again. Do not put your mold back into it. That will ruin your mold. So we're gonna set this to the side. This piece is done. You can put it back in your shipping box right now or later, but we're not gonna use that again. And then you'll remove this piece, same thing, to the side. And from here, we're going to peel this back. And then we're gonna take our Allen wrench key, remove this, set this to the side. We will be using this again. And you're gonna place your key up in here, and you're gonna try and find the spot on the screw that makes it turn. And you'll know whenever you got it because the screw itself will start to turn. And then from here, we'll take this off, or turn it over, and then you'll be looking at this screw right here, and you'll see it mate with that screw hole here, and then you'll just slowly start screwing it in, and we're in, so it's not coming out. And then we just keep turning. Now these screws are extra long, so it's gonna take you a few rotations in order to get it fully secured. The whole goal to this is to not touch your mold until you're absolutely ready to mold it. Get it nice and tight. Check it, and it looks good. And we're not worried about that spring or the safety selector. We'll fix all that whenever we put everything back on. But now your rifle is ready. You're just gonna place it right here, just like that. I'm going to remove the plastic, and then you can pick these little pieces off. It doesn't really matter. We will digitally fix that whenever we get it on the computer. And then you're gonna make your mold. The number one goal to this is to grip this exactly how you would grip it whenever you're shooting. So before you do that, you're gonna wanna put your trigger finger exactly on that trigger where you think wherever you shoot, okay? And if you want your trigger finger to go to the same spot every single time, this is how you're gonna mold it. Yep. So put your trigger finger on there, and then you can go along with your style. Yep. And and these are slow pumps. It's not, you're not squeezing it like you're squeezing, you know, like you're working out. It's just slow squeezes, and then release, and squeeze, and squeeze, and this can take up to 5 to 10 minutes if you really want to get a perfect impression. And then you can release. All right. And now put your hand back on it and tell me how it feels.
That feels good.
Okay. And now some people, like precision shooters, like long range individuals, they can mold and push up their clay underneath their thumb, so you have a thumb rest whenever you're shooting, because usually you guys don't wrap your fingers around your grip. You just want a place for your thumb to rest. And from here, you're just going to remove your hand. And an easy thing to do, especially if you guys see this on yours, you can take your finger and just mend it together and rub it down, and that fixes it, okay? It's that easy. Now let's say you don't quite like it, you can pat it down wherever you don't like it and then re-grip it, but I would not suggest putting it back in the mold to reform it. That can ruin it and cause problems. But if all else fails and you want to do that, if something horrible happens to it, then you can put it back in the mold and try and repress it to create that original form and then squeeze it.
Yeah,
feels good?
Feels good.
Awesome.
Yep.
All right, so now we're gonna turn this grip back over and remove it. You remove this base piece. You're gonna place your Allen wrench back in here. And you'll know it's in there because it's gonna be tight. And then you slowly just be careful when it starts getting loose. You know, it can fall off, so you want to secure it just like he's doing. All right, so now you're gonna put that back on this platform.
Sure.
And it's magnetized, it'll just boop, pop in place, and then you're just gonna let it sit for 12 to 24 hours or overnight, just enough time for this outer shell to dry. We don't want the entire thing to dry, we just want the outer shell to dry. And from there, if you have absolutely no time, you need to ship it, you can ship it that way, that's fine. The clay will be okay. It's just a little bit more security if you let the outer shell of it dry. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this top piece, we're gonna slide it right back in, just like this. And then we're gonna take these two shells, and we have a groove right here on the bottom, and we have a groove right here on the top. I'll do it this way. And you're just gonna fit that groove, both the grooves into that outer case. And then go place this groove right here and pop it on. And from here, you remove this. You're gonna screw your screws back in. These washers are fused to the screws, so it makes it easier to hand tighten it up until you need to really tighten it down. But we're not like over tightening these things. It's just to make sure they're secure. And that's it. These little holes here will let it breathe so it dries even further, and it'll protect it during its transport over to NXG Arms.